Are you thinking of taking your Social Security benefit early? So 62 years old is the earliest that a normal filer can file for their Social Security benefit, but people are considering should they wait longer? And if you do have to take it early, are there good reasons for it? And to be honest, I've had people tell me that they have felt guilty for taking Social Security early, but there are some legitimate reasons to do so. So in today's video, we're going to cover 5 reasons that people take their Social Security benefit at 62. Hey everybody, I'm Nick Davis, founder of Brindle and Bay Wealth Management, and I'm here to show you how to create that next chapter with calmness and clarity. As always, if you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when every new video comes out. Did you know that in 2008, a study was done showing that 50% of both men and women took their Social Security benefits early at 62? And then they redid that study in 2018 and found out that only 31% of women and 27% of men took their Social Security benefit early. So there are reasons why people should take it early, and there's probably some reasons why people are waiting longer as well. Today, we're going to cover 5 reasons to take your Social Security benefit early. All right, so reason number 1 is they don't need more stable income. Some people have pensions, right? It's becoming more and more rare nowadays, but those pensions can cover a significant need or a percentage of their needs. And so having pensions along with Social Security creates more income taxation if they had more Social Security benefits. So even though having more Social Security can benefit their bottom line, ultimately, it also creates more taxes. And so some people just don't want or need more stable income, okay? And I would say that's less common, but it is a reason why people take their Social Security benefit early. Reason number 2 is they don't want to spend their investments yet. Some people really don't like the idea of delaying Social Security and having to spend a greater percentage of their hard-earned 401k and IRA dollars, because maybe just delaying it so that they can have more of a Social Security benefit causes them to have to take a bigger percentage out in those early years, and that's just something that they don't want to do. So in some cases, there's mathematical reasons for that. In other cases, it's just more of a personal preference. They really don't want to see such a large amount of money coming out of their 401k for their income, and they would rather have Social Security meet that need earlier rather than later. Reason number 3 is that they have a shorter life expectancy than normal and they have no spouse. So if they have no spouse, then they're not concerned about that survivor benefit, that amount that's left over. So if they're single, maybe a concern would be is when do I break even with Social Security, which usually isn't great advice to try to break even with Social Security. But if you're single and you don't have a long life expectancy, it does make sense. What does it mean to break even with Social Security? Well, if I take the money earlier, I get less dollars, but I get it for more years, versus if I wait longer, I get more dollars per month, but I get it for less years based on life expectancy. So at what point do those two numbers cross and equal the same thing? It's about 80 years old or thereabouts for just about every single person, right? I used to make a joke and say, the problem with trying to break even with Social Security is you have to die on time to win, right? Or you have to die early to win. So if you die in your 70s or at 80, then, you would have won. And it's kind of a dumb reason to take Social Security early. But if you know your life expectancy is not there, then that could be a reason. Because any year that you live beyond about 80, you would actually be getting more money from the system. Reason number 4 is pretty common, and that is they need the money now, right? Maybe they don't have the ability to work longer. They don't have other resources to pull the money from, or they can't temporarily lower expenses to maybe push their Social Security out further. And in that case, I would say, don't feel bad about taking Social Security early. I mean, a lot of people, sometimes they say it reluctantly. I mean, it's a tool that you have, just like everything else. I always tell people, we have a certain amount of levers that we can pull to make our plan better. And everybody has different advantages, different levers that can make it better or worse. So you take advantage of your lever. And if you can't optimize Social Security and you need to take it early, it's a tool that's there to be used, so go ahead and use it. But that's the most common reason. And the reason number 5 is they plan on switching to their spousal benefit later. Now, this one takes a little bit of understanding. So if Jane is married to Tom and Tom's benefit is 2 times bigger than Jane's, then she would be entitled to up to half of his as a spousal benefit. So if she's 62 years old and she's no longer working, she has no earnings to cause problems there, she might take her benefit early, allowing herself to claim that benefit, because then when Tom takes his benefit, she would then have an increase in benefit because his spousal amount that's supposed to go to her would be added to her amount. She wouldn't get hers plus half of his. She would get hers plus what would equal up to half of his. Okay, so let me give you some numbers to kind of help you understand that. This really only works when somebody has a very low personal benefit as compared to their spouse. So let's pretend Jane has a $500 benefit at her age 67. So if she takes it at 62, she's going to have a 30% reduction. So she's only going to be able to claim $350 per month. She's getting that $350 per month. But if Tom's benefit is $3,500, well, half of that is $1,750. So if she were to wait to 67 years old, then she would get half of that, which would be $1,750. But because she took it early, she's going to get a smaller amount. Okay, and that smaller amount would be somewhere right around $1,137 because she took it at 62. So what would happen technically is she would go from having $350 per month, and then when Tom claims his benefit, it would be topped off to equal right around that $1,137. Of course, knowing that, she may decide to wait because half of his benefit would be $1,750, and she wouldn't get that, right? She would get only the $1,137. But this is a reason why some people claim their benefit early, because they plan on having that spousal benefit added to their account later. What's interesting is that hypothetically, Jane doesn't really even need any work history at all to claim up to half of Tom's benefit. Of course, she wouldn't be able to claim on her own benefit if she didn't have a work history, but the only years that she's really benefiting from her contributing to the system are the years that she files and he doesn't file yet. Because again, if she had no work history, she would be entitled to up to half of his. So it's interesting how that works, but that is a reason why people wait to or claim their benefit early, because they know they're going to have a spousal benefit added onto it. So as you can see, there are some legitimate reasons for people claiming their Social Security benefit early. What about you? Are you going to claim your benefit early? Are you going to wait longer? Let me know in the comments. Also, in the description for this video, I have the Ultimate Social Security Cheat Sheet. And what that is a file you can download. It'll help you to walk through some questions and some facts to help you narrow down your Social Security decision. So take a look. Thanks for watching.